I am super, super excited to be able to talk to you today about the commandment, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Right? I'd say there's two things that are very, very important within this. The first thing is that we make sure that we go to Mass on Sunday, right? Keeping the Sabbath day holy. Sabbath day means it's a day of rest. And so on a day of rest, it's a day that we allow ourselves to be rejuvenated, right? Why do we rest? Because if we didn't, we'd get exhausted, right? We need to rest in order to regain our energy, right? So the first thing that we do is we go to Mass, because that is something that we do that allows us to truly be rejuvenated in the absolute best way, right? God invites us to come to Mass. It's a beautiful invitation that we should want to come to. Sometimes maybe it's hard. Maybe there's other things going on, but if our best friend invited us every single Sunday to come over to their house for something, and it truly is our best friend that we enjoy being with, we'd do it without hesitation, right? Because we'd realize this is really good for us. It's good for our heart. It's good for our soul, right? God invites us to come to Mass and to truly celebrate with Him. It's an important thing that we do, right? To the point that it actually, just to throw it out there, if we miss Mass on any given Sunday, it's actually important that we go to confession and confess that we've missed that Mass before we're able to receive communion again, right? Not in such a way that God's trying to hold it over our head, be like, you didn't come, right? But it's that He's offering us this most incredible invitation, offering us this beautiful banquet in which we truly receive nothing less than the body and blood of Jesus, right? And so in order to just keep that relationship and that friendship going, it's important that we go to Mass and that we participate, right? If we had a friend that continues to invite us to come and we end up saying, no, and we keep putting it off, like, that's going to affect the relationship, right? So the first part of remembering the Sabbath day and keeping holy is that we come to Mass. The second part is that we are trying to refrain from work. Luis is doing an amazing job in here vacuuming right now. You know why he's doing it right now? Because it's not Sunday, right? We're supposed to refrain from all unnecessary work. What does that mean? I've heard a lot of people interpret this in different ways. When I was in seminary, taking catechism class, my freshman year of college seminary, way back in 2003, the priest who was teaching us, he put it, and this was the best way I've ever heard it explained. He said that we're refraining from all unnecessary work. And he says that what that means is that in order to keep the Sabbath day holy, that we need to make sure that we treat it different from other days, right? That it's a day that's set apart for time with God and time with family. And so he said that if there is some sort of work that absolutely has to be done, right? Because we're told in the catechism that you refrain from unnecessary work, that if we do have to do some sort of work, that okay, we do that, but that we make sure, no matter what we're doing, we make sure that we spend extra time for God and extra time with family to make that a day of rest. So if there is work that has to be done, okay, we do it. It doesn't mean that we absolutely 100% never do any work. If there's work to be done, nope, we can't do it. Like, no, we can do the work, but we need to make sure that we don't do work to the point that we don't end up spending extra time for God or extra time for family. Because if all we do is work, we're going to be exhausted and we're not going to be our best, right? Imagine if you don't sleep and you don't sleep for several days on end. It's going to affect your attitude, right? For anyone who's all like, my attitude changes when I have my first cup of coffee in the morning, right? Okay, you're taking that moment to rest, to get that caffeine to help you out. The whole reason why we have the Sabbath day and this day of rest, it's like spiritual caffeine, but even better, right? It's something that God is spiritually wanting to refresh us and restore us to make us the best that we can be. So, rest, spend time with family. We all want to rest. We all want to do it, but sometimes we're like, oh, I'm too busy. That's why God says, yeah, I know you're busy, but this is important. So take Sunday as a day of rest and make sure you come to Mass to be fed by the Lord and deepen your friendship and continue your relationship with Him. God bless you.